What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another Tottenham update. And Spurs looks like they've spent their first bit of money of the transfer window as Archie Gray is moving to Tottenham. Joe Rodon going in the opposite direction. I'm here with Sim. How are we doing, Sim? You all right?
Bit under the weather, unfortunately, which is why I'm at home. But look, that Archie Gray news is perking me up a bit. So brilliant stuff, and it's a great deal.
Yeah, absolutely. If we bring on the phone, we'll see how it played out this morning. We brought you the news yesterday that the deal was set to be underway. But Adam Pope of the BBC Leeds correspondent said that Spurs are closing in on a deal around 40 million for Archie Gray after activating the release clause and meeting the demands regarding the structure. Brentford understood not to have satisfied the latter criteria. Joe Rodon to join Leeds permanently for a deal for around 10 million. So essentially 30 million plus Joe Rodon for Archie Gray, which I think is a very good deal. And then we got those special words from Fabrizio Romano. Archie Gray to Tottenham. Here we go. Agreement in principle between all parties involved, waiting for the signed documents. Spurs are set to pay the around £40 million long-term deal for Gray, who's accepted to join Tottenham. Joe Rodon to join Leeds in a separate transaction for around 10 million. And David Ornstein said Archie Gray has completed medical and signed 6-year contract to join Tottenham from Leeds. Deal for the midfielder effectively £25 million and Joe Rodon. Leeds finalising paperwork on Tottenham defender delayed by being in the USA. Completion expected later today. Then Paul O'Keefe. You know, this is kind of coming a bit iconic now. Archie Gray is fully coys. He said something else interesting as well, saying that Joe Rodon is 8 hours behind because he is an American and it will be sorted. And he said somewhere along the lines, I can't find it now, but he said media duties are currently being done right now. And then Fabrizio Romano said Archie Gray has completed his medical and signed a contract valid until June 2030 as a new Tottenham player. Joe Rodon will go to Leeds as expected. Here we go, confirmed. So very interesting developments today. Obviously, we saw all the news yesterday that he was all but set to join Brentford. He was about to go for a medical there. They didn't satisfy Leeds in terms of getting the deal done with the instalments that they wanted. Spurs swooped in and did the deal. Archie Gray had a change of heart and he will be a Spurs player come tonight or tomorrow. Alistair Gold also said that Joe Rodon had a 10 million offer rejected from Ipswich. They said other clubs were sniffing around for him as well. And Ole Skipp was in talks in terms of being part of the package, but that is not going to be the case. And Ole Skipp, for now, will be staying at Tottenham Hotspur. So on the face of things, some saying 30 million, some saying 25 million plus Joe Rodon. What are you thinking of the deal? I'm thinking it's a really good deal.
Yeah, I'm delighted with it. First of all, Tottenham have been doing quite a bit of hijacking recently, haven't we? It's not the first hijack we've had in recent years. We had
Who was the last one?
Werner we hijacked. We hijacked Bergvall of Barcelona on deadline day. We hijacked Dan Juma of Everton not too long ago as well. So got to be careful when Tottenham's sniffing around nowadays. You might get hijacked, I think it's fair to say. But for me, I think it's a brilliant deal. He's a young, really talented player. I was very much in favour of Tottenham going for him. And I think the fact we've got him for about 25 million plus Rodon represents really good value. He solves a couple of problems in the squad. Right back now to Porro, for me, is solved. He plays that inverted role really, really well. And I think, even though he's 18, I do think he's going to be ready to step in on those occasions. And I think he's going to be developed as a midfield player. And I think that's going to be, for our future, really, really positive. And I think in the future, we're going to have a midfield player who's going to be Premier League ready in a few years' time. I do think for now, he's going to be playing a right back. But I wouldn't be surprised if a few years' time, he's then going to be developed as a central midfielder. I'm not sure whether it's going to be number 6 or number 8. I'm undecided. Obviously, he's still 18. He's got a lot of developing to do. But I'm super excited about this deal because he's been brilliant for Leeds. He's done so well at such a young age since breaking into the team. He seems like a player who plays beyond his years. Even though he's only 18, he seems like he plays a player in his mid-20s. And there's been a lot of talk about him, a lot of people linked to him. So the fact that Tottenham has stolen ahead of all the competition and being able to get him through the door is really, really exciting for me.
Yeah, and it wasn't long ago, only a few days ago, both of us were saying, it's going to be hard to get this one over the line with all the competition that Spurs have got here. Arsenal were linked, top clubs were linked for Archie Gray this summer, and Spurs have got this one over the line quite unbelievably. The reputation this guy has in the game, the season he had last year for Leeds, yes, he is 18 years of age, but I'm delighted. I'm absolutely delighted to see Archie Gray through the door. I agree with you. I think he will be at right back. The kind of rotation option at right back for next season. He'll probably start maybe the Europa League games, the cup games, and I think he's perfect for that role. The ability that he shows on the ball, the tenacity he shows, the tackling ability for such a young age as well that he shows, I think is just really good in terms of the squad building. And you're looking at the future for Tottenham Hotspur in that midfield area. Pat Matesar, young player, Lucas Bergvall, who just joined today as well, by the way, officially became a Spurs player today. Archie Gray. You've got really big talents in the middle of the park for Spurs now moving forward. And not only that, but you're looking at the defensive options and the defensive cover Spurs have got with the youth coming through with Ashley Phillips, Vuskovic, Kuti Romero, Radu Dragusin, Mickey van der Ven. We've got such a big future here at Tottenham with all these young prospects coming through. It's just exciting times, isn't it?
Yeah, there's just so many positives to this deal. And for 25 million as well, I know obviously we lose Rodon. I wonder whether we allowed Rodon to go for a tad bit cheaper just to sweeten the deal for Leeds, or whether 100%. we could have got a bit more money from somewhere else. But obviously we let Rodon go the other way. So that's always another problem of another outgoing as well, with Rodon agreeing to go back to Leeds. But 25 million plus Rodon, that's not a massive outlay. So you solve a problem for not massive money, and if we would have signed a Gertrude or a Vanderson, that would have been a lot more bigger outlay, I feel, on this deal. So
probably double.
Really delighted about that, and I'm just really excited. And as you say, the future looks so exciting now. We've got such a roster of talented young players coming through this football club, and hopefully it means down the line, when, like, let's say when Maddison is 33 or whatever, or 32, you got Bergvall coming in. You don't have to spend big money on a replacement. Bergvall's there. If Porro gets a big offer from Madrid and he gets his head turned, you got Archie Gray there. Like, there's a lot of positives to this, and I think that's the model Tottenham are going to go down, trying to invest in youth and talented players and trying to go that level rather than spending big money on superstars, I reckon.
I for one are very excited about this deal. I think Sim is very excited as well. I want to know your comments in the comment section below. How excited are you to see Archie Gray through the door at Tottenham Hotspur? Media duties as of 2:30 recording this video are being done right now, so hopefully we can expect an announcement later today or in the early hours of tomorrow morning. I believe it will be in the next 24 hours. I think an announcement will be here.